Hi, everybody. This is Arnold Schmidt. I'm a professor of English at California State University Stanislaus, where I also teach screenwriting and film history. I'm a volunteer with the State Theater, and I'm delighted to welcome you to the state's election season film program. We're going to be doing two films, Frank Capra's 1939 Mr. Smith Goes to Washington, and Alexander Payne's 1999 film Election, about a high school election and all the machinations that go on with that. And I'm particularly excited because we're going to be joined by two local political scientists, Larry Giventer, who taught at Cal State Stanislaus, and Randy Siefkin, who's a board member of the State Theater and taught political science at Modesto Junior College. And both of them have worked together in the past. Larry has taught film and politics courses, and together they have commented on local elections, on local TV shows and things like that. So they have a nice rapport, and we're really, I think, lucky to have two people who have the kinds of insights that they have that they're going to bring to bear on discussing the politics of this film. The film itself is by Frank Capra, an Italian-American director who became famous. Perhaps we know him best for It's a Wonderful Life, the kind of perennial Christmas favorite. But Capra started in silent films, working with such people as Harry Langdon, Claudette Colbert, and Douglas Fairbanks. And he transitioned well into the sound period because he actually had a background. He had an engineering degree from Caltech, and he directed a series of films that won lots of awards. It Happened One Night, one of the first screwball comedies, Mr. Deeds Goes to Town, You Can't Take It With You, and a documentary called Prelude to War, and all of these won Academy Awards. He also won Oscars for directing for You Can't Take It With You, Mr. Deeds, and It Happened One Night, and Golden Globe for It's a Wonderful Life. During the Second World War, Capra served in the American Information Corps, and he made a series of films that also won an Academy Award called the Why We Fight. And these were films talking about American ideology, American history, and in a certain sense trying to explain to America as we were entering the war what kinds of political ideas were at stake. In Mr. Smith Goes to Washington, we get a naive and idealistic politician, a new politician played by Jimmy Stewart, and he comes to Washington, and it's amazingly surprising, but there are corrupt politicians there. Anyway, Stewart goes on to fight for honesty and justice, and of course everything works out fine in the end. The film is nicely produced. The sets are pretty spectacular. This is Claude Rains on the left here, Jimmy Stewart. There's an enormous set of just the Senate chamber. There's also some. This is a shot of Capra on the right, shooting in that chamber set. There's also some exteriors, some shot in D.C., some shot on location, including a New York scene that has over 1,000 extras. So even though a lot of the movie is interior, some of the exterior stuff is really quite impressive. It's the scene of Jimmy Stewart on the bottom left there on the set. So anyway, I welcome you. I invite you to spread the word. Come join us for this fabulous event. Like I said, we're going to be talking about the politics of the film, and particularly the film is based around the idea of the filibuster, which allows one senator to, at least at this time, hold up the process of the Senate until his idea, or I mean today we would say his or her idea, was reckoned with one way or the other. And so this is a very controversial political maneuver, one that I'm sure Randy and Larry will talk to us about, because it's been limited recently, and there's talk of eliminating it entirely. So anyway, lots of interesting stuff to talk about. Of course, lots of cool movie stuff and movie trivia as well. So come and celebrate the election with us. And don't forget and register to vote, and don't forget to vote. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.